great ingredients, served piping hot. A perfect combination, like you and Pick n Pay.
So Chef Tjaard, good morning. Welcome to eXpresso. Did you know that spaghetti bolognese recipe dates back to the 5th century?
I did not know that. Really interesting fact.
I saw your worried face when you saw. And you know that the bolognese recipe was only registered in 1982?
Really?
Yes, as an Italian recipe.
My goodness. Well, it's an old favourite. It's a real classic. Great favourite of mine there. A real sort of comfort, you know, sort of snuggle up on the couch then just sort of devour that spag bol, sort of cold, wintry. Now we're going to summer. We're going to keep it really lively and fresh there.
Tell us what ingredients we need.
We've got here. We've got some mince that I've just sort of browned off already. We've got a white onion. We've got some tomato puree, grated carrot. You're going to grate up some tomatoes for me just now, and then the every so fabulous, quick, easy Knorr bolognese sauce there. So if I like you, I'll ask you just to get stuck into grating that tomatoes there. So just grate it. Please do not get your fingernails in there. I don't want some textures.
No, my beautiful fingernails are not.
Keep them all there. Keep it all delicate there.
I've never grated tomatoes before. I have to tell you a secret. Okay, what is the art of grating?
There's no real art there. Just keep it sort of firm against it and keep that striking action up and down all the time there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get stuck into slicing an onion. I'm going to show you how to cut a perfect onion into a dice there. We're going to cut directly straight through a vertical cut through the root and the tip.
The root and the tip.
Then we're going to just nip off the tip, so vertical cut half a centimetre in from the tip there. And then we're going to do vertical cuts following the lines parallel, because the onion tells you where to cut. How convenient is that for you? I know, nature does it for you there. So vertical cuts, but not cutting right the way through the actual root itself, because what the actual onion does, it keeps it all intact for you.
Yes.
So then we're going to do a horizontal cut from the tip through to the root, not cutting through the root as well. So just cutting vertical cuts there, equidistant that you want to do the vertical cuts there, and then how quick and easy is this? And then vertical cuts there from running parallel from the tip to the root there, and you got the perfect dice there.
Oh, I'm going to practice that tonight.
Absolutely, just practice that away. And anyway, so we've diced that up perfectly there.
You know, I'm grating, and it doesn't look like it's grating anything.
It's not grating. Well, it's going to go to mush anyway. I mean, that's what the sort of tomato really does there.
We're
just going to sort of cook it down there. Now, what I'm going to just add here, I'm going to add in my onions to the actual mince here. I'm just going to soften those very gently there. Again, getting lots of lovely colours, lots of lovely flavour there. So get our onions in there, and we're going to start to brown those off gently as well. I'm going to add in our carrots as well, and got the grated carrots. Now, grated carrots, again, remember it's all about convenience. We can't eat always fancy food all day in, day out, and all the rest of it. So it's quite nice just to be able to pick up a packet, toss it together, but we can just zhuzh it up with a few little extra bits and pieces that I've got here. I've got some basil and some parsley as well. All about those aromatics once again coming through, which is all really important there. So, can I ask you to bring your onion here and sort of...
I don't know, it's not an onion, my tomato. I don't know if it's right.
I'm sure it's absolutely perfect.
Is that what it's supposed to look like?
Let's get that straight into there. Absolutely perfect there. Again, it's going to give us a lovely sort of depth of flavour there. Bit of wateriness as well, which you're going to need here. So, just going to sort of brown that off, and then...
While you're busy doing that, you're adding that. Let me tell everyone, you can get this recipe sent to your mobile phone right away. 33728. The magic word today, Knorr, K-N-O-R-R, Knorr, to 33728. And the list of ingredients will be sent to your mobile phone. You can go straight to your nearest Pick n Pay, use your smart shopper card, get some points when you buy the ingredients, and voila, Bob's your uncle.
It is, absolutely. It's so simple, it's so quick, it's so easy there. So I've just put that tomato paste in there. That's going to give us real depth of flavour there, which you really want there. You just want sort of that real sort of tomato sort of jazz coming through, which is great there.
Now, I have to ask you something about the carrots.
Yes.
I've made spaghetti bolognese.
Yeah.
In my family, I'm known as the bolognese queen.
Oh la la, yes.
Oh la la. But I've never added carrots.
Not.
Ever.
It's an additional sort of option there. You different parts of Italy are going to add different parts of ingredients, you know, from the traditions there. So it's entirely up to you. So you don't necessarily have to put carrots in there. Again, a bit of body, bit of substance. Hey, and again, great for the little eyes there.
I know. All the kids
all the better to see you, you know, girl.
My godchildren love their spaghetti bolognese, but they don't love their vegetables.
Yeah.
So this is a great way, moms and dads, to sneak the vegetables in.
Absolutely.
To the food for
Imagine
the kids.
Courgettes. You can really get carried away.
Yes.
Pick n Pay have a fantastic selection of fresh veg. Just slide them in there, and then the kids won't know.
Oh, shh. We didn't tell them.
We didn't say anything. Right, what I'm going to pop into here is I'm going to pop in some water now, and again, that's just some give the obviously the liquid consistency. You want that sort of real saucy sort of ness there, and we're just going to bring that to the boil there, and then we're going to put our wonderful real depth of flavour over there. So if you'd like to open that for me,
Knorr fresh spaghetti bolognese.
Brilliant, lovely. I mean, it's just so simple, so easy there. So let's snip that open, and I'd like you to pour that in here on top for me, and just sort of sprinkle that all over. Just sprinkle that over there. I've got slightly reduced recipe, so about half the contents there.
Only half.
So just half
and
there.
And the nice thing is you do half, and you can actually reseal the pack. I just close it with a peg, and I'll pop it in the fridge to keep it.
Done. And again, you can see the lovely colour, real depth of colour coming through that real sort of tomato. I mean, Italians all known about their sort of tomato there. And again, we're going to really start building that through there. Now, again, lots of spices you could certainly add into here as well. My favourite is cumin. Yeah, adding cumin, slightly toasted off there and done. So just bring that up to the boil there, and we're now going to start just adding a little bit of sort of fresh herbs on there.
Yes.
So I'm just going to sort of get some basil there. Ooh, look at these lovely fresh basil leaves here. We'll sort of gather those up there, and I'm going to sort of roll them onto there. This is a naughty term. This is called referred as a chiffonade of basil. So I might quite nice to sort of add that in last minute.
A chiffonade.
And chiffonade, it's from the tobacco term. It's a leaf on top of a leaf and then tightly rolled. And again, you've got this sort of what looks like the inside of what tobacco, a cigarette sort of looks like. But again, it just really looks quite fancy when you sort of throw that in a little bit later on there. So just doing that rocking and chopping sort of movement there. And we've got some lovely fresh basil.
Me on Friday, the rocking and chopping.
The rocking and chopping there. You went this way. Nice,
and
let's go this way there. Right, so that's coming up to the boil very nicely. And let's add a little bit of parsley as well, as that's sort of the Italians are renowned for the sort of combination.
That's a different looking parsley.
This is flat leaf parsley.
Flat leaf
parsley. They get the curly parsley, which works equally as well. It's entirely up to you with what you want to do there. And we've got some.
These aren't the only herbs you can add.
No, there's not. Any soft sort of herb works very well. Don't go for your sort of. If you're going to put something like thyme, put that right in the beginning now, so it can really soften those lovely depths of flavour start coming through there. So that's coming up to the boil there. I mean, we're literally nearly done. I've seasoned it a little bit earlier on. We'll check for some seasoning just now. And if you don't mind getting some grated parmesan as well for me. Had to fight to bring this in, you know. It always lurks in the bathroom, that horrible little gadget, you know.
I'm not even asking what it's doing in the bathroom. This one hasn't been in the bathroom. No. It's talking rubbish.
No. Anyway, so let's just grate some of that, and again, that's going to give us some lovely
very quickly.
There.
Back to my bolognese history.
What
Do you know that bolognese is not normally served, wasn't normally served with spaghetti. It was normally served with tagliatelle.
With tagliatelle? Yes. Really? So where did the change come from?
Back in the New World.
Oh, the New World.
I have to do some more research on how it changed.
That's really interesting there. But it's amazing how things sort of adapt and change over the years, and how we sort of move on and move forward with it, with everything.
How far are we?
There, a little bit more. Come on, we want some cheesiness there.
Do I need to put in
creaminess in that there? I don't know if you can certainly put a bit of movements in. I mean, you always say you dance around the kitchen. So, you know, you might as well keep that movement there. Maybe I have to, just before we serve it, sort of, you know, do a little bit on top of the spag bog in there.
Oh, I like to put it in the bottom
we start at the bottom and then we're going to put some on the top.
Okay, how are we doing?
Excellent. Right, that's all coming together very nicely. And what we're going to start doing now, I've got some spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
Yeah, you should have got some tagliatelle, you know.
No, this is spaghetti bolognese, not tagliatelle bolognese.
Right, anyway, we've got some lovely spaghetti here, which I'm going to serve up here. So let's take this, and I'm going to put on top of your parmesan there.
I do that at home. I put the cheese a little bit at the bottom, so you get like cheese on the top and cheese at the bottom.
I'm just going to sort of finish off with these lovely fresh herbs. A la minute. Okay, and I'm just going to sort of mix that around there. Oh, look at that. Lovely colours and all the rest of it there. Excuse me, just take a spoon there. Let's just dish you up a spoonful there. So get that lovely juicy liquid there.
And I can pop the cheese on?
Right, go get creative.
I don't know why.
Sprinkle all that cheese on there.
See, I'd like to do it like this and grate it straight on.
Straight onto the top there.
Yes,
very
it looks
nice.
Fancy when you've got guests over.
Excellent.
There we go.
A mess in the kitchen. And voila, there is the perfect spaghetti
bolognese.
Bon appetit.
I think I'm going to keep this for Kurt. Skirnert. He's busy playing games.
Really?
He needs some carbo loading.
Right, you send it across there. And
I'll send it across there. You can get the ingredients sent to your mobile phone right now, 33728. The word Knorr, K-N-O-R-R, and it'll be sent to you right now. Also, check out our website, eXpressoShow.com. All the recipes and ingredients are on our website. Always great cooking with you, Chef Tjaard. We'll see you again soon. We'll see you right after this.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.